There's something different about Princess Leonor lately. Not dramatic, not obvious, but noticeable. A look in her eyes. A pause in her expression. A heaviness in her presence. And it has left many people wondering the same thing. Is someone breaking Leonor's heart? It's a bold question, and maybe even an uncomfortable one. Because when we think of royal life, we often imagine perfection, luxury, tradition, strength, but rarely do we think about heartbreak. And yet, royals are human too. They feel, they love, they struggle, and lately, some believe Leonor may be carrying an emotional weight that goes beyond duty. A weight that feels personal. A weight that feels like heartbreak. But before we jump to conclusions, let's look at what may really be happening. Princess Leonor is at one of the most complex stages of her life. She is no longer a child, but not yet fully in control of her own future. That in-between space can be emotionally intense for anyone. For Leonor, it is even harder. Because her life isn't private. Every move is watched, every appearance analyzed, every relationship questioned. That kind of scrutiny can make even normal emotions feel overwhelming. Recently, royal watchers have noticed subtle changes. Her smiles seem more restrained. Her expressions more reflective. Her eyes sometimes distant, as if her mind is somewhere else. These details may seem small, but they matter, because often, the deepest emotions show up in the smallest ways. Some people have speculated about romance. Could there be someone in Leonor's life? Could there be a relationship the public knows nothing about? Could distance, duty, or royal expectations be complicating something personal? It's possible, but the truth is, there is no confirmed evidence of that. And in royal life, rumors often grow faster than facts. Still, the idea resonates because it feels human. Heartbreak is one of the few emotions that can instantly change someone's energy. Their posture, their focus, their eyes, and some believe that's what they're seeing in Leonor. But my analysis points to something deeper. What if the heartbreak isn't about a person at all? What if it's about a life? A life she may never fully have. Think about it. Leonor's future has been decided since birth. She will be queen. That sounds powerful, but it also means limitation. It means sacrifice. It means living under rules that most people never have to consider. Who she loves, how she lives, what she says, where she goes, everything matters. That kind of reality can feel like emotional loss. And loss can look a lot like heartbreak. Some of the sadness people may be noticing could be tied to that. The realization that freedom will always come second. That personal desires may always be shaped by duty. That's a painful truth for anyone, especially at her age. Her military training may also be playing a major role. Training changes people, not just physically, emotionally. It pushes discipline, control, endurance, but it can also create isolation. Long days, intense expectations, less time with loved ones. And for someone already carrying royal pressure, that isolation can feel heavier. Could that explain why Leonor seems different? Very possibly. Then there's family. Leonor has always been close to King Felipe, Queen Letizia, and Infanta Sofia. But life changes, responsibilities increase, time together becomes rarer, and growing up often means emotional distance, even when love remains strong. That can hurt too. Queen Letizia's recent expressions around Leonor have sparked conversation. Protective glances, quiet concern, moments where she seems to study her daughter closely, almost as if she senses something deeper. Mothers often know before anyone else. And if Leonor is struggling emotionally, Letizia may already see it. King Felipe likely does too. He understands royal sacrifice better than anyone. He knows what it means to give parts of yourself away for duty. Watching Leonor step into that same reality may be painful for him. Because he knows the emotional cost. And perhaps that cost is exactly what we're seeing. Not romantic heartbreak, but internal heartbreak. The kind that happens when your future demands more from you than you expected. There's another layer too. Identity. Leonor is at the age where people begin asking life's biggest questions. Who am I? What do I want? What matters most to me? But for her, those answers are more complicated. Because her identity is tied to the crown. That creates conflict. A conflict between personal self and public role. That tension can be exhausting. And emotional exhaustion often shows up like sadness, like distance, like silence. Maybe that's what people are seeing. Not someone breaking her heart, but life reshaping it. That process can be painful. And it can make someone look different, act different, feel different. What makes Leonor's situation so compelling is that she carries all this under public attention. No privacy, no space to fully process, no room to break down without headlines. That alone can intensify emotion. And perhaps that's why every small expression now feels significant. Because behind it may be a much bigger story. A story of pressure, change, sacrifice, transformation. Will we ever know the full truth? Probably not. Royal life protects its deepest emotions. But sometimes the signs are enough. The eyes, the pauses, the silence. And right now, Leonor's silence seems louder than ever. So is someone breaking Leonor's heart? Maybe. But maybe the answer is much bigger than one person. Maybe it's destiny. Maybe it's responsibility. Maybe it's the emotional cost of becoming who she was born to be. And if that's true, then what we're witnessing isn't weakness. It's the painful, human side of becoming a queen. And sometimes, that kind of heartbreak changes everything.